Okay, so should I tell my
Yeah, you
SpongeBob
can tell
movie?
it.
Okay, so when I saw the first SpongeBob movie, I was a fan. I don't think I'm as big a fan as everyone now, but I at least had a VHS full of SpongeBob episodes I taped in EP, so that's 6 hours, son. Sorry, I don't know why I said it that way, but so I watched it pretty regularly, and it came out around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was around then, I believe. But it
Yeah, I
was at
think it
least
came out on my birthday. Like,
yeah.
was the
Oh, really?
14th?
Okay. I think
Yeah.
anyway, it was in theaters then. And
Mhm.
so the thing with my dad and going to movies with me is he's always a film dork, and I took him to see some stuff. Like we saw Pi, which is the first Darren Aronofsky thing in theaters. And then like years later, he was like, "Oh, Jim knows his shit because like we just saw this big auteur before anyone like no one knew he was going to be what he is. Well, I guess not as much now, but I got them early. I got him to see Fight Club, like all sorts. He'd always be like, Jim picks the movie because I'll pick something he would never hear of. And he was like, "What do you want to see? What's the thing you want to see most at theaters?" I'm like, "Home from college and stuff." I'm like, "SpongeBob the movie." And he was like, "Okay, let's go." And he had a decent enough time, but he was like, sometimes he's like, "I forgot you like animation." I thought we were gonna say he thought, and I was like, because I looked at the art theater, I didn't completely just do a goof. It was like the thing I really wanted to see the most in theaters, and yeah, I remember having a decent enough time with it. I like the soundtrack. If you take out the Avril Lavigne song, it's a good soundtrack.
It does have that Avril Lavigne song. It has,
Oh,
I mean,
actually, I will say when I burned the soundtrack to CD, I unclicked that track and I tell people that soundtrack's amazing. They're like, "Yeah, but that Avril Lavigne song at the beginning." I just didn't put that on mine. And then it was really good. And everyone was like, "Oh," and like I'd have it on when I had a couple people over and like, this is a good soundtrack. So I was definitely a stan, I guess, or I was like really pushing the SpongeBob soundtrack for a couple months, minus Avril Lavigne. I did my own editing.